Good day viewers, I am Okochapi Marcel and this is my channel. Today is the 15th day of June 2023. Yes, we have some update on the ongoing court proceeding between P2B and Tinubu, including INEC, and other parties are Atiku of PDP and AMP. So before we go into the little update I have for you today, I just want you to know that there are a lot of distractions out there to make sure that people will remove their mind and their attention on the ongoing court procedure. You know, a lot of things has been going on in Nigeria. The suspension of Emefiele, the suspension and the arrest of the EFCC chairman, Mr. Bawa, and numerous things that are going on. See, these people are playing mind game. They want to make sure Nigeria will remove mind from the court process so that in case the court will just pass any judgment that is not supposed to be passed, people will not react. People will say, after all, I think the government has been trying to do well. This is the same way Buhari came in. So do not be distracted, do not be deceived by these people mind game. However, the Labour Party legal team brought a witness who is a mathematician and a professor for that matter to come and examine and bring out the difference will be used to win Tinubu in some states like Benue and Rivers. But the APC legal team, as usual, they said that they were not expecting professor, that they should give them time to prepare. And the judges have given them time. So tomorrow the professor is going to come back and cross-examine the thing tomorrow. So I just want you to know what some of these things means. First of all, you know that there are two different evidence in court. One is that you bring evidence, you just swear affidavit that this evidence is this. One is that the party you sued, you know, Labour Party sued INEC. The party you sued, the evidence comes from them and they certify the evidence. So a lot of people don't truly understand what is going on. Those documents that are certified through copies from INEC, if the Labour Party actually has calculated the evidence they tender before the court, that there are manipulations, there are differences, that it is clear what they have submitted, as court has admitted it, it means that court is going to look into it. They are going to look how many numbers are there. Okay, this document came from INEC. What is the difference? What is the manipulation? And you know what that means. That is what Tinubu saw that made him, during Democracy Day speech, to threaten the judiciary. But the game is getting over. He is going to lose the case. If I say anybody that is going to follow me to a bet that Tinubu is not going to lose this case, I will bet, because it is obvious that this case, he is going to lose it. However, apart from the judges admitting these certified true copies of INEC results, we are talking about IREV. You know, Supreme Court rule in the case of Adeleke that IREV is mandatory, is essential to be utilized in controlling the data entries of the election result. And P2B has presented the IREV result they took from the same INEC portal, and they paid for it. It was certified by INEC that yes, we uploaded this thing in our website. And do you know how many thousand? I'm talking about 18,000 results we upload. I mean 18,000 results. These 18,000 results, let me say it represents, for example, 18,000 polling units. You know what that means? If you calculate how many number of votes in those 18,000 blood results that they could not verify on the IREV, you know what that means? That is capable of cancelling the whole election. So these are the things the mathematician professor is about to examine. And you know what that means? That for you to bring a result from the same person you sued, not that Labour Party is just bringing the result that INEC did not give them. So this is the angle that is making the APC and also the INEC legal team to object these results. But it is statutory anyway. The objection has nothing to do with the judges looking into the evidence as far as it has been admitted. The only thing they could have won maybe at this level is if the court refused to admit those evidence. Yes, if court admits those evidence, that does not mean automatically that P2B has won. No, it means that the court is going to look into it. And as I said earlier, if what they presented tally with the claims they have been saying, meaning this court case is almost over. However, these are electoral malpractices. We are not talking about 25% Abuja now and other cases. We are talking about irregularities that shows that Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not score the highest number of nega votes. He did not score the highest number of nega votes. He did not score the highest number of states as well. So these are the things the Nego team are going through. So I really want to thank especially the P2B himself for his courage. And at this period of time, Nigeria needs healing. The healing we need is very, very, very far from what we are seeing that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing. It's very far from sacking EFCC chairman and arresting him. Well, I don't really know. Maybe EFCC chairman must have done something that implicated him for him to be sacked. But what about the speaker, the Senate president, Bola Tinubu himself? All these people have been indicted, and their case is before the EFCC. Well, there is no doubt that they are going to put somebody who could represent their interest. So this is the problem we are seeing. But do not forget that this must be for a while, because Bola Ahmed Tinubu is going to be sacked by the court. The court is going to end on the 27th of this month. I'm talking about the Court of Appeal. I know every party that will not be pleased by this judgment must proceed to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court could also take up to 8 months to judge this case. So this journey we have entered, we have started, it is a long journey. And we must have patience, we must follow it, we must be loyal to the Constitution. At the end, we know that truly it's not because of emotion. Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not win this election. They did everything they could to make sure they differentiate people, to make sure they separate people's vote, violate people's will, violate the Constitution, rig the election, shoot gun, ballot snatching, use governors to rewrite results, and to mention but few. The whole reports have tripled in that this election is not free and fair. So I don't really know what the judges are waiting for to tell us what is going on, but we can't wait to hear it. And do not forget that during the Senate plenary, the last day of the night assembly, you saw the confession that I call it our Papa. He made a statement that his wife, when his wife was the president of the Court of Appeal, that he used to use his wife to give his colleague favor. You know why all this confession, everything is just unfolding at this time? Because the right time has come. The right time has come. So all these things is going to reshape what is really going on. It's going to reshape everything. So it is sending message to the judiciary, to the judges there now. It is sending message to them. And what is the message? The masses, we are aware of what has gone wrong in the past. So there is no room for that affliction to rise again. For a man to call his wife to influence what will affect the whole nation, it will not happen again. The affliction will never rise for the second time. So this is the update about the court proceeding. Do not forget that tomorrow, this professor of mathematician, he is going to come to cross-examine what we have been talking about these differences in the IRF and the INEC website. Thank you so much for having time to listen to this video. I am Okocha P myself. See you on my next video. Thank you.